Water, water, water. Water is another important element in understanding why extreme poverty exists in some places and not others. Of course, water is essential to life for drinking, cooking, cleaning, and bathing. But it's also vital to economies because waterways like rivers, seas, and oceans are used to transport products and workers. Rivers and ocean ports that are part of important trading routes are more likely to be centers of business and will have more jobs for people with different talents, skills, and levels of education. It's not an accident that some of the biggest and most prosperous cities in the world, from London to Los Angeles, are around rivers or on the ocean. It's also not an accident that most of the biggest economies on Earth, US, China, Japan, Germany, and the UK, are the top five, have significant coastlines or are surrounded by water. Countries without easy access to an ocean are known as landlocked, and it's more expensive for those countries to sell or buy goods because they have to travel longer to or from the ocean, and those travel costs get built into the price people have to pay. Many of the poorest countries are landlocked, but while places with easy water access tend to be less poor on average, it's no guarantee that poverty isn't sometimes near the water. The slum I mentioned in Ahmedabad, it's on a river. So are parts of the Dharavi slum, and many slums and poor villages around the world. It's not only proximity to water for ports that's important. As previously mentioned, people in the developing world often have to walk far to get water. That time getting water is time not spent in school, not working in a job, and not building a business. And parents spend days taking care of children who are sick from dirty water, days they're not working and their kids aren't in school. All of that means lost income for families and lost economic growth for countries, which means not getting out of poverty. We'll talk more about how disease and poverty are connected in a bit. One way you can help kids keep healthy and stay in school, plus help more women have time to work and earn money, both important to helping families escape poverty, is by supporting efforts to drill and maintain water wells and other water systems. Clean water flows underground all over the planet, but it often takes real work to reach even the closest underground water. People have been using wells for thousands of years, and in many places, wells are the easiest, most reliable, and safest way to access clean water. Different types of wells are best suited to different environments, and it's not safe to dig a well just anywhere. Three organizations working in partnership with local communities across the world to build, finance, and drill better, safer, and just plain more wells and water systems are Living Water International, Charity Water, and water.org. You can support any of their work through walkathons, bake sales, or any creative way you can think of to raise money. In 2013, then 10-year-old Maddie, along with friends and family, organized a 3.7-mile fundraising walk in her hometown of St. Joseph, Missouri, after she learned that was the average distance women and children traveling with them in Africa and Asia walk to get to water. Maddie wanted to help Living Water International, an organization she first learned about through her church in its work to build more wells so women didn't have to walk so far. Initially hoping to raise $100, Maddie and her group raised $5,600, enough to cover the cost of drilling one new well for a community. To learn more about Living Water International, Charity Water, and water.org, and what you can do to help build a well like Maddie did, you can check out their websites water.cc, charitywater.org, and water.org.